Hello, ever expanding conscious beings of light, the new earth builders, and of course, beautiful souls. Welcome to this 12/12 / new moon energy activation. This is going to be an energy infused transmission and a guided meditation. If anybody is new to my videos, then in just a moment, I will be channeling the energy of this 12/12 portal through me into the session. And you will receive, if you are open, whatever energy you most need at this time. All right, so I intend this is a fun experience for you, an enlightening experience for you. When I was meditating and contemplating about what energy really wanted to come through for this 12/12 portal, a few days ago, I watched A Muppet's Christmas Carol, which, in my opinion, is by far the best version of A Christmas Carol. And so I'm contemplating what wants to come through, and I just keep getting these scenes from the Muppet's Christmas Carol. I'm like, what is this telling me? And so then I got the inspiration to do a Christmas Carol inspired session. So it's going to be loosely based on the energy. Of course, you're not Scrooge, so it's going to have a different feel, a different effect. But we're going to be calling in guides that will take you into the past, potentially even past lives, or past experiences, so that you can activate gifts, you can release what needs to be released from the past, because that's certainly a theme that is reoccurring in the collective right now. We're going to call in a guide that can show you what you need to know about this present moment. And then we're going to be calling in your future self, who's going to show you potentials of what is next, both in the near future and more distant future. So the beautiful thing is, although we refer to these as the past, present, and future, it's all occurring in the ever-present now. So in the movie, the spirit of Christmas past told Scrooge, you can't do anything because these are shadows. So the 3D world, it's all shadows, not like dark, scary shadows, but it's all a reflection of our consciousness. So through our own consciousness, we can see the quote unquote shadows or reflections of the past, the present, and the potential future. And we can influence those. We can shift the past by what we do in our consciousness during this session. We can shift or align with the highest future potential by what we do with our own consciousness during this session. All right, so I invite you to relax and enjoy this experience. All right, so let's just prepare by taking a couple of deep breaths. I'm going to take a moment to connect energetically and begin the channeling. If you are open and receptive to receive an energy activation, always for your highest and best good, just say yes. And as I am taking this minute to begin the activation, I invite you to either just come into a state of stillness and surrender, or if you have intentions that you would like to set at this time, I would invite you to do that as well. I'll let you know once we're connected, and we'll begin the guided meditation part. We are now energetically connected. Calling in a beautiful energy to clear and cleanse your space, as well as your energy field. Raising the vibration of your space to one of peace and unconditional source love. And calling in your team of guides and angels, benevolent beings of light who can assist you in this process. And we begin this journey where you are, or if you want to have fun and you want to visualize that you're in a bedroom chamber, or whatever scene that you want to begin, take yourself there within your mind. And we are now opening the 1212 portal, which is going to allow you to be this time channeler with the assistance of your guides. Feeling this 1212 portal opening around you. You are safe and you are protected. And through this portal comes the guide of your past. And they are approaching you now. And you feel a sense of knowing, remembrance. And they tell you they are going to take you to 3 different energies of your past. The first energy is going to be a past experience, a past lifetime maybe, or maybe it's in early childhood, where you are going to reactivate or remember a gift that you have. For some, you might already know you have this gift, but it's more of a fuller embodiment of it and owning it, of being it on all levels, remembering who you are. So this guide takes you by the hand and you go into this portal. And it takes you to your past. And I'll just surrender to where it's taking you. Like I said, it can be a past experience in this lifetime, past lifetime, in this planet, other planets. You're going and going and going. Starting to feel the energy of where you are arriving, this past event or lifetime. And you are here. And you see yourself. Where are you? What are you doing? Just allow the images to show themselves to you. Have fun in your imagination. What are you doing? And your guide explains to you why you were taken to this particular scene from your past. What passion or gift is meant to be activated, remembered, or more fully embodied? And in our version of A Christmas Carol, you can interact with your past self. They know that you were there, and you approach them, and they turn around and you hold hands. And in this process, you go through this reactivation, a remembrance of who you are, of your ancient gifts, your past passions. Just allow this activation to occur, receive it now. And the beautiful thing is that you can reactivate this and also expand on it. So this is just the baseline. And you ask this past version of you if there's anything they have to tell you. Allow yourself to receive their answer. Just allow yourself to receive this energy beyond the linear mind, taking it in on that multi-dimensional level. That's the beautiful thing about these sessions. Even if you don't get things consciously, you're still receiving the energy. Let's just take a moment to integrate multi-dimensionally everything you received. And we share our love with this past version of us. And our guide takes us back into the energy of that portal. And the next place that you are going now is to be shown a past energy that it is time for you to fully release, or a past story that it's time for you to fully release. And when we say past, it can be up until right before you listen to the session, or it can be a distance past. So you and your guide are in this portal, and they are taking you now to the next scene. And you see yourself carrying around these heavy energies of the past. This is a past state of consciousness, perhaps past events that are still dictating how you perceive yourself in the world. And it can be one event, or it can be just a grouping, overall a way that you were living your life in a particular state that's attached to the past but is ready to be freed. What are you being shown now? What are you ready to release? And now that you see it, you ask your guide, how do I release this? And you see that there are chains going from you to this past event, but you hold a key in your hand. And all you have to do is unlock the lock, and all the chains fall away. And so I invite you to visualize yourself doing that now and experience your freedom. And as you are experiencing your freedom in this now moment, every single version of you who was impacted by this energy is freed as well. And if you would like, you could even use revision. We can change our present by revising the past. Give yourself a gift. So as you look back at this past version of you, what would be the ideal way for them to live? So let's say if they always walked around in a state of lack, just for a moment, visualize them walking around in a state of abundance, just receiving tons of abundance. Or if they felt unlovable, see them feeling lovable, seeing the world giving them love. If it feels right, I invite you to do this now. And feel the freedom and the power that you hold in this now moment. And it's time now to go back into the portal, for there's one more past energy that you were meant to see during this session. Your guide takes you back into the portal. And you are being taken to a past identity, who you used to think yourself to be, that is ready to be released. Now, whenever these identities become very entangled or ingrained, sometimes it can be difficult to see them. So I want to give you just a few examples to open up your consciousness. Perhaps you had the old identity of being limited, of being powerless over your circumstances or your situations, of feeling like the world was against you. And we are not discrediting what you went through that made you feel that way. But what we are doing now is we are freeing you from that burden. So from this moment moving forward, you no longer have to experience that identity in your consciousness, thus you won't recreate it. So you see yourself now in this final scene, and you see a mask that you are wearing, a false mask, a false identity that you once believed to be true. Maybe it's you're not lovable, you're not worthy, you'll never have something that you want. What is this false mask that you've been wearing? And you can even see all the energy cords to the different events and experiences that have reinforced this identity. And you now feel that mask on your own face. You're no longer looking at a version of you wearing it, you feel it. And it's time for you to take it off, that identity. So if you're ready, take that false mask off, throw it on the ground. And you see that version of you that you were just looking at has done the same. And all versions of you are now free from it, and it is dissolved. And all of those energy cords to those different events are dissolved, clearing out the energy, taking the wisdom, but clearing out the pain and the burden and the illusion and the distortion. And now just breathe. As once again, this happens multidimensionally, it happens within your consciousness. The perceptions are being cleared, the mental loops, the old stories, all being cleared. You were never that person, that you were never that mask. You are limitless. You are love itself. You are abundance itself. You are the creator and the creation. Anything that made you feel limited or small was all that false mask. And your past life guide takes you by the hand back into the portal, and it's time to come back to the present. So you travel back into that portal, and they bid you adieu. And you find yourself back again where you started. And just take a couple deep breaths and still your mind, preparing for the next experience in this session. And you see now in your mind's eye your present guide. And now this guide is going to show you a higher perspective of where you are on your journey right now. And so they take you by the hand and you float up high, high, high in that portal so that you can have now a bird's eye view. And you look down upon yourself right here and right now. And they tell you to see beyond the limitations of human sight. Allow them to show you what is really happening on your journey right now. Just to relax your mind and allow yourself to receive whatever you get. Is there anything that is not serving you? You look down from that bird's eye perspective and you can see all your thought forms, your habits, things that might be lying within the shadows. So you look down and just ask, is there anything right now that's just not serving me any longer? Allow that to be revealed to you. And just like your own guardian angel, you being your own guardian angel, You can shine light upon this and you can transmute it now. So whatever is no longer serving you, shine your light down upon you and clear it, transmute it. Free your present day self from this. And now you ask, is there anything I should be doing more of or would benefit me? Not should, but would benefit me to do more of, to maybe take a leap, to really go for it, maybe rest more, maybe integrate more, maybe stand in my power, embody love. Ask now, right now in your present experience. What would be most benefit to you? And you might already be doing it, or this might be a new piece of guidance. So let's just open up to receive those answers now. And now your guide wants to show you one final thing about your present state. And this is the beautiful impact that you have on the world, on others, on grounding in this new higher vibration paradigm. So you look down and you see yourself as a beautiful ray of shining light, whatever colors you see in your aura. And you see the impact that you are having, whether you know it, whether you believe it. Just by being here and listening to this, I guarantee you, you are making an impact. Allow your guide to reveal to you the beautiful ripple effect that you are having right here on this earth. And for many throughout the entire universe. We take just a moment to integrate all of this once again on every level of our being, beyond the linear conscious mind. And we go back down through that portal, down, 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 back to that starting point, thanking this present day guide and saying farewell for now. And once again, we take a moment in stillness as we prepare for the final part of this experience today. And now, your future guide is just you. It's another version of you. And you are going to have two of them come forth. And so the first one is experiencing in the very, what we would perceive as near future, anywhere from tomorrow till like the next year or so, the near future. And they are the version of you who's living your highest timeline. So living your deepest heart's desires with the most freedom and just joy and love and fulfillment, whatever that is for you. That version approaches you now, the near future, highest timeline version, because they want to show you what is possible now. And so they take you by the hands and they have the biggest grin on their face, because if it was not for you, they wouldn't be here. It's because of what you're doing right now that they get to experience this timeline. And so they're smiling and they're excited, and they take you by the hands and they show you what is possible for your near future. Let go of limitation, let go of doubt, let them reveal this to you. And as they were revealing this to you, all of the energy of this timeline is activating within you now. You are already on it, you just had to see it. And now, your perception is being expanded. Your energy is being opened. Your mind and your heart are both being aligned to this frequency, this timeline. In the field of potential, if you choose, you can choose this timeline now. You can almost lock into it. Of course, you're never stuck. You can always move, but I just like that visual of kind of setting into this. So all you have to do is say, yes, I choose this. And this version of you tells you what you need to know. So maybe they say, it's time to just open your heart or flow with the energy or really believe. Walk forth in the knowing. What guidance does this near future, highest timeline version of you have for you right now? And let's just take in this energy once again in our entire being and our entire consciousness, multidimensionally. Beyond the linear mind, dropping thoughts for a moment, taking in this energy. And finally, it's time for the last experience in the session, and a version of you from what we would perceive as more of a distant future. Anything over a year from now, up until, maybe you are a couple 100 years old. Maybe this is another lifetime version of you. I want to be completely open and allow you to have your experience. So this is a distant future from at least a year forward version of you. And they are approaching you now. And they are here to show you the scene that they want to show you from this distant future. And so they take you through this portal. You arrive at this scene. What are they revealing to you? And now, why did they come forth? And why did they take you to this particular scene during this session today? Is there anything they would like to reveal to you, to give to you? Maybe they're giving you a gift or an activation, new technology. Just open yourself up to whatever they want to give you right now. And open yourself up to any guidance that they may have for you right now. And they thank you for being open to whatever they had to show you. And they tell you it's time to come back. And so once again, you enter into that portal and it brings you back to that starting place where you began this meditation. And from that starting place, the portals from the past and the present and the future all combine into one energy of this 1212 portal that you are going to walk through now. And in walking through this portal, you will integrate everything that you did during the session, walking into the new. So this portal opens now and you walk into it, allowing this integration of everything you received during the session. And you simply emerge on the other side. Easy, quick, simple. And you are here. And so I'm going to take a moment to ground in your energy. As I'm grounding in the energy from this session, bring yourself back to stillness. Feeling your energy going down, connecting to the crystalline grid of Mother Earth. Every time we go through an expansive experience, we expand Mother Earth as well. So connecting to her energy and allowing yourself to receive up her beautiful grounding, earthy light codes. Connecting to your breath, breathing deeply, perhaps bringing some movement back into your body. And we have now disconnected from this session. So be it, so it is. Let's take a moment to give thanks for the assistance we received. I want to thank you for going through this experience. I think I'm going to do like an energy advent, right? I'm going to have daily mini, like less than 10 minutes, messages and activations from now until the 1221 portal or 1221. So yeah, I'll probably put those out in the morning time so that you can have them for the whole day, maybe like 7 a.m. Eastern time. So take a look out for those. And if you want more extensive healings, starting today until the 1221 portal, I'm going to have everything 33% off. So 3/3 today and then 3/3, 12/21. So this period of time, everything will be 33% off. All of the extensive healings like the Akashic Records and the Violet Flames and the Divine Channelings, even the programs, the Manifest Union Group, 1 and 2, the Timeline Jump Challenge, everything on my website will be 33% off. The code will be below. It's just 33 off. Okay. So I think that's all. I love you all so much, and happy 12/12 portal.